Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Today I'll be showing you some back exercises. I think there's 4 or 5. They kind of blend into each other. I'll be working on some rows. Staple of your back workout has to be chin-ups or pull-ups and some dips. And I'll be talking throughout the video, explaining the importance of every exercise and just how to possibly make it easier on yourself while doing it. Hopefully you enjoy. So here, as you can see, I'm starting out with some chin-ups. For this particular routine, I do 5 sets, as many as I can. So you'll notice that as time goes on, I start doing less and less, and the pull-ups become, I'm unable to get as high. So, and then in the background, as you can see right now, my helper's coming in to make sure my feet are stable on the chin-up machine. And then about 30 seconds later, I'll start again, and I'll do as many as I can. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm trying hard to get up for 8. Trying as hard as I can, but it's just not gonna happen. So I think in a second my attendant's gonna come in here and get me set up and right into my next one as my camera lady pauses and just restarts. So the other thing you'll notice is that as the exercise goes on, my legs get tighter and tighter, and I'm almost kicking the middle bar right there. Here you can see my attendant coming in just because I'm getting a little tired and I may need a little bit of support. She's plenty strong enough to just take a little bit of weight so I can get a few more reps in. The whole point of the exercise is to get extremely tired before I'm done. So here, as you can see, the reps are getting shorter and shorter. I'm not getting nearly as high as I did at the beginning. My helper's going to come in and help me do the last couple here. As you can see, she's probably taking maybe 5-10 pounds off, and I'm able to pull myself up a little bit more. If you're unable to do chin-ups at this point, though, no worries. It's really good if you're not able to do chin-ups. Just let yourself hang off the bar if you can. It's you know, if you're just starting out, you're not going to be strong enough to do pull-ups. So let yourself hang off the bar. It's great for your back if you have back issues, because as you're using your own body weight to straighten out your back, right? So as you can see, I'm pretty much white here. I think the pull-ups are almost done. She's going to help me again do the last couple as I try as hard as I can to pull myself up. If I didn't have the voiceover, you'd probably hear a lot of grunting and stuff like this. Now moving into the dips. As you can see, the dips are fairly easy for me at the beginning. I have a lot of motion in my dips just because I obviously have very poor balance. So as you can see, my legs and lower body swing as I'm doing the dips. I probably get 15 to 20 to begin with, and then they start to get harder as I go on as well. Again, with this exercise, I do as many as I can, 5 sets of as many as I can. So, and for this particular exercise, I can get my feet back up on the foot bar until the very end, where I'm so tired that I need some assistance. Again, moving right into the next set. As you can tell, I'm more dominant on my right side. My right arm goes down just a little bit more. I'm trying really hard to make sure I push all the way up every time. Started the third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, as I'm counting on. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now I'm trying really hard to make sure that I don't want to straighten my arms totally, but get them a little bit straighter than they have been, because I'm leaving them bent now as the exercise gets harder. You can see by the look on my face, it's getting awful difficult. I think I have one more after this. See, I'm trying to push myself up almost to the point where my elbows are straight. But not, if you push up till your elbows are straight, you're taking a lot of the weight off your muscles, and that's defeats the purpose. So as you can see, my helper is in the background there, just because I'm gonna do my last set of dips until I can't do anymore. I wanted her there just to catch me if I fell. So, as you can see by the look on my face, getting very hard. I'm gonna try to pull out a couple more because I'm there to work hard. So now I'm moving across the gym right into sitting row. For this particular exercise, I'm doing a superset. So I do right arm, 12 reps, and I believe I started with 70 pounds, and now moving to my left arm. As you can see, it's a little bit harder for me to use my left arm. It takes me a minute to get it on the handle grip to do the row. So I do 12 there as well. Trying as hard as I can to keep my chest on the cushion there, and trying to get my arms as far back as I can. Now, I go right into a double row using both arms, moving it up to, I believe I moved it up to 110 or 120 pounds. As you can see, which is not good, my butt comes right off the seat, probably because I'm lifting almost what I weigh, but you should try to keep your butt on the seat if at all possible. I do 8 of these because, as you can tell, they're a lot harder because the weight is much higher. So now I move it back down to, I think I do 75 here. I add 5 pounds every time I do a new set. So I'm doing 5 sets of each one of these. Each superset I'm doing 5 times. So again, I do right arm and then left arm. As you can see, due to my disability, I tend to rock my neck a lot, which I was really unaware of until I started doing these videos and started watching myself. Again, if you're not as strong, or you're stronger than me, please work at your own pace. The whole point of me putting up these videos was to show people, that disabled people can do more than just stretch or do extremely light weights. That's not to say if you have to start out light, there's anything wrong with that. I just wanted to show people that, just because you have a disability doesn't mean you should only be lifting 5 or 10 pounds. Here I moved it up to, I believe 120, and as you can see, I was really lifting my butt off the seat. But I'm trying hard to make sure that I bring my elbows all the way back. Again, as you can see, I have to help my left arm get set up to do this exercise. Getting really hard. You can see the look on my face. It's difficult. For this exercise, I'd probably take a little bit more than a 30-second break, probably a minute in between. I'm really trying to push myself hard. It's important to work each individual muscle group. That's why I work one arm and then the other, and then plus supersetting is a good way to really strain the muscles and really work them hard. The whole point of going to the gym is to leave tired, right? As you can see, as I pull, my legs kind of leave where they're stable. I'm trying to find a good place to grab, just to give myself a little bit more balance. And after I find a good spot to be, as you can see, I'm able to come a problem. I need that little extra support from my other arm. As I was saying earlier in the video, if you need to start out lighter, feel free. If you're not really into weightlifting, that's fine as well. I encourage all people to just get out and get some exercise, do what you enjoy. I also enjoy, going for walks and using my manual chair. I like riding bikes, swimming. I coach wheelchair basketball. I played for a short time. I try to stay active as much as I can. It's very important for persons with physical disabilities to remain active, because we have so much sedentary time, right? We're sitting in our wheelchairs. Some of us are sitting in our wheelchairs all day. So it's very important to get, I would say, at least 60 to 90 minutes of exercise a day, whether it be weights, whether it be pushing yourself down the street, swimming, any kind of exercise that you enjoy is better than nothing. I also play and volunteer for the local bocce club. You wouldn't think that's the greatest exercise, but it actually, once you throw the ball enough times, it turns into a great workout. So I encourage people to get out and do whatever it is that you enjoy. Even if it doesn't seem like workout, if you're moving, you're burning calories. So, and like I said, we really, as people with disabilities, we really need to focus on getting out and getting active. Too many people assume that because you're in a wheelchair or because you have a physical disability, you're just incapable of getting exercise, but that's not the case. A couple of years ago, I was 205 pounds, and now I'm down to, well, at one point I was down to 118, and now I'm up to 124, as I'm trying to put on more muscle, and therefore when you put on more muscle, you obviously gain more weight, right? As you can see, I'm still working away at this exercise. It takes a while, but it's a good one for the back. And as you can see, I'm pretty much done for it. So I'm thinking that I'm almost done this exercise. As I'm probably telling either my camera lady or my helper, I'm tired. But I keep chugging away at it. As you can see, the tighter I get, the more I kind of do a jerky motion. You want to try to stay away from that as much as possible. What I would eventually like to do is have someone else come on and do the workout with me, just to show you, you know, I'm here to show you that people with disabilities can work out, and hopefully motivate you to work out yourself. I would like to have somebody come on and show you, you know, proper form and technique, because for a lot of the exercises, as you could see, because of my disability, I have a poor technique. Okay, now moving on, I'm doing another row. It's got my legs straight out, so for this row, I'm able to lift a little bit more, I believe. So I think I have 100. Maybe I started out with 75 or 80 pounds, and as I move on, I probably go up to about 120. If I remember correctly. During this exercise, it's important to remember to continue to look straight on. I try not to move my neck too much, as my neck gets really tense and sore afterwards. And I'm trying to pull that wire right into my stomach. Trying to keep my elbows as close to my sides as possible. Again, I'm doing 5 sets of 12 or 15 here, I forget which. By the end of this exercise, I am very worn, and I'm glad my workout is done. And at the end of every set here, I try to slowly go down, so that I'm working that muscle extra hard on the way down. Trying very hard not to do jerky motions, because I want to try to work the muscle as hard as possible. So going slow is the best way to work that muscle. As you can see, my head bobs with every pull, which I was unaware of until I watched this video. I'm moving a little bit slower, not because I'm necessarily tired, but just as I'm trying to make sure that I'm putting as much strain on those muscles as possible, getting the best workout possible. When I'm actually on the bench, I feel like I'm rocking back and forth a lot. And it doesn't seem to be as much as I thought it might be. As my lovely camera person switches views. I must be getting close to the end, because it looks like it's getting a little tougher on me. Anyways, if you like my videos, or there's anything that I can do for you to give you ideas for your workouts, please let me know in the comments below. My workout is almost complete. There you have it, a simple but effective back workout. You can either go fast or slow, depending on whether you want cardio in there as well. Sorry it took me a little while to get the next video up. I was sick last week, so I didn't end up getting to the gym till Friday. So this video goes up a few days after that. So I'm hoping to have at least one video up per week on a regular basis. Again, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe.